Welcome to Key Tech. Please describe this channel if you are interested in today's video. Some time ago, when CNN visited TSMC, Chairman Liu Deng once said, "TSMC's trump card is talent, and TSMC must adjust its talent training model to meet its needs for external expansion." TSMC expands overseas. Chips play an important role in the economy and technology, and chip manufacturers are increasing production, including TSMC, a leader in chip foundries. In the United States, TSMC originally planned to invest 3.5 billion yuan to build a 12-inch factory in Phoenix, Arizona, and planned to mass-produce 5-nanometer process chips in the first half of 2024, with a planned monthly output of 20,000 wafers. TSMC subsequently received funding from the US and Arizona governments, increased its investment amount to 12 billion yuan, upgraded its manufacturing process to a 4-nanometers process, and created 1,600 new high-tech jobs on this basis. In August 2022, Biden passed the CHIP and Science Act, which will provide it with 52 billion yuan in funding. TSMC will also invest 40 billion yuan in a factory in Arizona and plans to launch 4-nanometers chips in 2024. While the second phase of the plan is to implement a 3-nanometers process in 2026. In addition, TSMC has also set up factories in Japan and Germany. In April 2022, the first factory building in Kumamoto, Japan, was officially completed, and the office building was also opened. The production line is expected to be delivered in October 2024 and put into production in the fourth quarter of this year, with a monthly production capacity of 55,000 12-inch wafers. He said that during the peak period of factory construction, about 6,000 people started working at the same time, which greatly reduced the construction period. The Kumamoto plant number 2 was originally expected to take 3 years to complete, but the actual construction took only 1.5 years. Such amazing construction progress has led TSMC to decide to invest more money in its second factory in Kumamoto. Japan has guaranteed an allocation of 770 billion yen, 36.4 billion yuan. In order to solve traffic congestion, industrial water and sewage discharge, local authorities have embarked on infrastructure projects. Some time ago, it was reported that TSMC has informed its supply chain partners that they are considering building a third chip factory in Kumamoto Prefecture, Japan, to manufacture advanced chips with a 3-nanometers process. TSMC will also invest 10 billion euros in customers in Germany for the manufacturing of 28-nanometers dedicated processors. If successfully produced, the chip will become TSMC's first chip manufacturing plant in Europe. TSMC has promised to expand its capabilities in the future to make smaller chips. Arizona's large-scale production plan has been postponed to 2025 due to various factors. The reasons for this situation are as follows. 1. Local labor lacks skills, management difficulties, and labor unions are too powerful. TSMC cannot recruit a large number of high-skilled labor from overseas. 2. The infrastructure is very weak. The water and electricity required for chip manufacturing cannot be fully met, and the dormitories and dining conditions of employees are also very poor, which directly affects production capacity. 3. TSMC has not received appropriate subsidies. The 10 billion yuan subsidy promised by the government is now only 5 billion yuan, which will have to wait until the year of the monkey and the horse. Due to the above reasons, TSMC's production costs in the United States are 4 times those in Taiwan, so TSMC raised the contract price by 6 percentage points. As far as the current chip market is concerned, TSMC will continue to increase prices due to insufficient production capacity, so factories may be expensive, wasteful, and a waste of time. In order to avoid such a situation from happening again, and ensure the success of the next production capacity expansion, TSMC has launched a secret weapon, namely the production capacity plan. Taiwan's strength is TSMC's killer trump card and an important factor in TSMC's success in chip production. In the past, TSMC used the model of elders teaching younger generations. Seniors with rich work experience will selflessly teach the younger generation, including Mr. Zhong Zhongmo, the founder of TSMC, who has given lectures to the younger generation. Although this seems very unrealistic and will cause the dilemma of every student must have his own teacher, in fact, in the eyes of outsiders, using one's own strengths rather than the strengths of others is a miracle in itself. TSMC Technology will set up a new employee training center in 2021, requiring new employees to undergo 8 weeks of training at the TSMC New Employee Training Center. This new training center has 9 floors, 20 main computer workstations, 12 measuring instruments, and several floors equipped with photolithography, etching and other assembly line machines, some of which cost hundreds of millions of dollars. According to different positions, the training content is divided into equipment, technology, system procedures, work skills, and the use of equipment and parts, as well as practical operation exercises and equipment failure analysis and solutions. The process includes introduction process, analysis, and testing. This system includes introduction to the functions of the production line and actual operation of the equipment. The focus of the task is to improve the ability to respond to abnormalities and emergencies. In addition, the new training center has also cooperated with 7 universities, including National Taiwan University of Science and Technology, National Taiwan University of Science and Technology, University of Science and Technology of China, Yangming Jiaotong University, Tsinghua University, Chenggong University, and Sun Yat-sen University, to build a bridge between the school and the industry, allowing new engineers to they can quickly adapt to TSMC's corporate culture and develop engineering skills, and cultivate their down-to-earth, independent thinking and self-learning attitude. Regarding the talent situation of TSMC companies, TSMC will make appropriate adjustments based on local culture. When each new factory is put into use, A certain percentage of manpower will be transferred from TSMC. After a few years, the number of people sent out will gradually decrease, while the number of local people will gradually increase. TSMC said that they are facing a huge challenge. They are learning how to manage global teams in a completely different way from before, and learning how to adapt to local working styles. Domestic chip intervention strategy. In the competition in the chip industry, the development of China's semiconductor industry is the focus of attention around the world. China has also set small goals for itself, self-management and independent development. Reduce external dependence and maintain our core technology. Why? The institution list includes Huawei, SMIC, Yangtze River Storage, Changshan Storage, Shanghai Microelectronics, More Thread, Ruifan Technology, and the Institute of Computing Technology of the Chinese Academy of Sciences. This involves chip design, production, storage, artificial intelligence, chips and many other fields. It is not limited to a certain product, but involves the domestic chip industry chain. To fundamentally solve China's chip problem, the first thing to do is to establish a complete domestic chip industry chain. First, we must conquer the domestic 28 nanometers of 28 nanometers. This technology covers industrial control systems, power management, new energy vehicles, home appliances, medical equipment, etc., and the proportion in the Yangtze River Basin reaches 70%. China has good research accumulation in 28 nanometers electronic design, process, packaging, materials and equipment, and the 28 nanometers lithography process is about to be launched. On this basis, we will strengthen the training, retention and use of scientific and technological talents. Intel's Gordon Moore, TSMC's Zhong Zhongmo, and SMIC's Zhong Rujing. These people have all relied on their own technology to get to where they are now step by step. For example, if the domestic chip industry also has a large number of experts, then the day of catching up is not far away. TSMC's production capacity is also constantly expanding. The production of advanced processes such as 28 nanometer, 5 nanometer, and 3 nanometer is proceeding in an orderly manner. It is also changing the structure of talent. There is no doubt that the future money printing machine will turn to domestic chips. While paying attention to talents, we should also pay attention to the cultivation, protection and use of talents. The most indispensable thing in China is talent. If we can make good use of this, there won't be much of a problem.